up, guys? That Comic Awesome here, doing another review, doing Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing and Human Torch number 5. And, five, there we go. This series is great. Definitely should be reading it. Chip Zdarsky's killing it on this, which begs the question, why Marvel screwed up and did not give him the Fantastic Four. He writes Ben well, he writes Johnny well, he writes Doom amazing. Even you'll see in this one another universe's Reed and Sue, very well written. The situation is great. Why Marvel did you not keep a writer who is doing a great job on a book? Instead, you're going to give Dan Slott, who is mediocre for the most part, especially when writing, I want to say hero dialogue. Dan Slott's a good writer, but he definitely, when writing Spider-Man, errs on the side of goofiness instead of heroicness. Chip finds a very good balance for that in here. So far, Ben and Johnny are losing their powers. That doesn't spark them looking for Reed and Sue, but that is a kind of a pushing factor. They find Reed's device, the multisec, which allows them to traverse universes to try and find their Reed and their Sue. Their first stop is a universe where it seems that Johnny and Ben are missing. I think Ben is dead and Johnny is missing. Sue and Reed are on the outs with each other. The Earth was attacked by Galactus, and Doom ended up having to fuse with Galactus to beat him, to defeat him. In doing that, he made a promise that said, "I would never come for Earth." So he turned away from Earth and went out into the universe. Well, he's now consumed the entire universe, and his insatiable hunger is now leading him into Earth's atmosphere. So this is where we kind of pick up, and I love it. First off, the art is really good. The shading and the coloring and just the depth of the thing, especially in these close-ups, looks really good. So, Ben is kind of talking, or Johnny is trying to convince Beast, look, there has to be a way. We have to be able to do something. I can't believe Reed isn't working on something to solve this problem. And Ben just snaps, and he goes in there, and Reed's kind of just working on some kind of miscellaneous experiment, and he's just like, "You coward," and just smacks him. And then again, I kind of like this disjointed kind of stretching that Reed is doing, but Ben really confronts him, and he's like, you let Doom be Galactus. He's like, even if you were to die, he's like, I've lost my Reed and Sue. He's like, but you better be sure that if Doom were Galactus in my universe, I would be doing something to stop him, not just sitting around doing nothing. So, he kind of gives the look, the people I've lost, blah blah blah. And Ben's like, look, that doesn't matter. I've lost people too. You need to kind of shape up. Meanwhile, this is I can't remember her name. Kamara. Rachna. This is Rachna. She is a scientist who they were trying to see about getting their powers back. She has some kind of side motives in traveling the universe, the multiverse with them. She obviously has a loved one. I don't know if it's a sister, girlfriend, whatever. A loved one who in our universe was dying. So she's seems to be traversing the multiverse for another version of her who is not dying. And unfortunately, in this one, in the same predicament. So she's like, look, there's nothing here anyway, so we can leave whenever. Meanwhile, I like this where, you know, Johnny pretty much tells, so the heralds of Doom come, which are pretty much like Doom bots and Silver Surfers mashed up. And Johnny kind of is like, look, we don't need to be, you know, fighting this battle. This isn't our universe. These aren't our people. There's a million other universes out there. We need to get on our way, kind of. And I love what the Thing says. He's like, think you could look R. Reed and Sue in the eye, helping without helping these people. He's like, damn it, I hate when you're right. You tangerine nightmare. So, I mean, Thing is like, look, yeah, we could leave. This isn't our fight. This isn't our problem. But he's like, these are people. Whether there are people or not, if we leave, we've doomed them, you know, and this universe is essentially dead. So it's up to us to kind of stop Doom. You get, I love this too. After, you know, they're kind of, you know, Reed finally gets his act together, and he's like, look, I spent a long time with my head in the sand, but I knew this day was coming. I'm sorry. We need to stop Doom. It seems impossible, but that's what we do, you know, all of us. And of course, then it turns out that Iron Doom has hitchhiked a ride, which, if you remember in the last issue, as they're traversing the multiverse, they Johnny kind of says he sees something, but they never really say what it is. But I guess it was Doom hitching a ride, which leads me to believe, like, Doom seems to have an honorable reasoning for trying to find Reed, and I think it's a little deeper. I don't think he wants to find Reed for any sort of nefarious purpose, but an opposite always makes you better. So I think what Doom wants to find Reed because he knows if without Reed, like Johnny and like Ben, he kind of is staying stagnant, if not receding, in his own abilities and stuff like that. He needs Reed there to push him to constantly raise the level. And I think that's why Doom is doing what he's doing. So he kind of hitched a ride, and he decided he's going to help out with the situation. It's an unlikely partnership, but I think it's going to work out. There's some more stuff. Again, I kind of want to wrap it up, keep it short, because I don't want to spoil too much of this book. It is good. Has a really great classic feel. Again, I don't understand why Chip Zdarsky is not writing Fantastic Four this summer. But that's my 2 cents. Subscribe over here, watch some more videos, hit me up in the comments, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time.